Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about another important topic in human resource management, that is industrial relations. Industrial relations. Definition of industrial relations. It is a dynamic and complex relationship between employers and employees, which is a web of much complex than the simple concept of handling labor conflict, labor capital conflict. So it is a complex, dynamic and complex relationship between employers and employees. Employer is a persons who have provided the job. The company is the employer, the management is the employer, and the people who are working are employees. I are also referred as employee relations or human relations. So the other words for industrial relations is also employee relations or human relations. The concept that have become the main source of industrial relations formulation for progressive organization are productivity, competitiveness, job hopping, downsizing, union-free organization. Some definitions of industrialization given from some big uh, people and organizations. The concept of industrialization has been extended to the relations of the state with employers, workers, and organizations. It includes individual relation and joint concept between employers and workers at their place of work. It is concerned with the system and procedures used by the unions and employees to determine the reward for effort and other conditions of employment, to protect the interest of the employed and their employees, and to regulate the ways in which employers treat their employees. All of you, it is a complex relationship between employers and employees to ensure smooth and free conduct of business, increase in productivity, production, profits, and satisfaction of employer and employees. So these are the objectives of industrial relations: to establish harmonious relations, good relations, happy relations between employees and management, to avoid industrial conflicts, fights between the people in the organization, to raise the productivity of the organization, to avoid government interference in the working relationship between employees and employers, to curb employee turnover and absenteeism. Employee turnover means employees leaving the company, resigning of the jobs. And absenteeism generally happens because of some reasons, like either when the employee is not well, they are absent. Otherwise, when the employee is well but not coming to the company because there are some bad industrial relations between employee and employer. What is the meaning of industrial dispute? Dispute is a conflict. Any dispute, any differences that arises between employees and employers and workmen, or between workmen and workmen, which are connected with the employment or non-employment or the terms of employment or with the conditions of labor of any person. Dispute can be between the management and the employees. It can be between the employees and employees also in the company related to the terms of employment, conditions of labor, anything which is related to the company. In general terms, it can be said that it is an expression of differences over some issues of interest between two or more parties. What are the reasons for industrial disputes? There are various reasons. Economic factors mean factors related to finance, money. Wages are not good, less wages, more work. Incentives, companies not giving any incentives. Benefits, the working conditions are very bad. Management practices, second one. Unfair labor practices, ineffective supervision, violation of acceptable norms, which are at the time of employment, the norms that have been accepted by employer and employee. Trade union practices, union rivalry, non-cooperation approach. Legal and political affairs, multiplicity of labor law, political interference. Approaches to industrial relations. The scenario of industrial will be perceived differently by different people. For some, IR is class conflict, mutual cooperation, competing interests of various groups. Approaches to industrial relations: unitary approach, pluralistic approach, Marxist approach. Three different approaches are there. Unitary approach is grounded in mutual cooperation, individual treatment, teamwork, and shared goals. It is related to a single person. Everyone benefits when the focus is on common interest and promotion of harmony. All of you, when you join a company, the first interest should be the interest of the company. The person should be working hard for the company. The unitary approach is being criticized as a tool for seducing employees away from unionism and socialism. Some people thought that by this approach, the employees are being kept away from unions and socialism. It is considered as manipulative and exploitative. Pluralistic approach, it sees organizations as coalitions of competing interests, where the management role is to mediate among the different interest groups. Trade unions are legitimate representatives of employee interests. A strong union is not only desirable but necessary. Okay, all of you. Unions play a very big role. Whenever employees have any problem, they approach the unions, and the union act as a middleman between the employees and the employer. Sometimes the union is so strong that they stop the work in the company. Sometimes the union is weak. These days in private organizations, the management is not allowing the formation of unions. Today, unions are existing only in government organizations like RTCs, railways, public sector, like HMT, BHEL, etc. Marxist approach. In Marxist approach, the conflict between employers and employees are inevitable. Definitely, there will be conflict according to Marxist. They see it as a product of capitalist society. So they focus on the type of society in which the organizations are functioning. Thank you, students.